Many of the world's most powerful leaders all have one strategy in common. They use fear to benefit them. As stated by Niccolo Machiavelli, since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. A dictator is a ruler with total power over a country, typically one who has obtained control by force. Across the world, many dictators put terror into their people as well as other leaders in order to maintain authority over them. We see this used today by leaders such as Kim Jong-un, Donald Trump, and Vladimir Putin.
One present-day leader that instills fear in citizens to gain power is Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un, the current dictator of North Korea, became supreme leader of North Korea after his father Kim Jong-il died in December 2011. Kim Jong-un has reportedly ordered over hundreds of executions, many of which were made public, and all of North Korea were encouraged, if not forced, to come and watch. These executions were made public in attempts to instill fear into the lives of North Korean citizens. Not only did he kill people that he disliked or didn't agree with, but he executed his own uncle, Jang Song-thaek. Jang Song-thaek did not like the fact that Kim Jong-un became the leader of North Korea and had proposed to China that they replace Kim Jong-un with his half-brother Kim Jong-nam. This infuriated Kim Jong-un and led him to order the execution of his uncle under the charges of treason. His execution was carried out by a firing squad, but some other executions are done by feeding a person to a pack of wild dogs. The living conditions in North Korea have become exceedingly worse than ever before, but nobody dares to speak their opinion on the matter in fear of being put in a labor camp where you live life no better than a dog or a pig. Some say they would rather die than enter one of these. Kim Jong-un is forcing people into these prison camps to never be seen again if he didn't like something they said or did, or if they talk negatively about the Kim family. In the words of a North Korean defector, which is a person who has abandoned their country or cause in favor of an opposing one, everyone is aware that there is no other place in the world as poor as North Korea, and that no other country suffers as much as our people do, he said. We don't follow the system because we like it. We are only following it because we are scared of it.
Donald Trump, the current U.S. president, has been using fear as his greatest weapon throughout his campaign and presidency. When Trump ran for president, he used terrorist attacks such as Paris and San Bernardino to prove that his warning of Muslims was justified. Trump's standings in the polls rose around 7 percentage points in the aftermath of the attacks. All the fear that Trump instilled in people caused them to look to him for reassurance. "I'm scared," a 12-year-old girl told him at a rally in North Carolina in December. "What are you going to do to protect this country?" Trump replied by saying, "You know what, darling? You're not going to be scared anymore. They're going to be scared." Trump appealed to many American voters by stating that he would build a wall on the American-Mexican border in order to keep immigrants out of the country. He reasoned this wall would be necessary because people from Mexico were coming over to America and taking all our jobs, as well as illegally bringing drugs into the country. According to data provided by the Public Religion Research Institute, 2/3 of Trump supporters worried that they or a family member would become unemployed. His solution to this problem resulted in even more people supporting him. Another tactic Trump used to win over the American vote was his Twitter and other social medias to discuss world issues going on and his often unfiltered opinion about them. In the end, Donald Trump won the position of U.S. president. Even today, during his presidency, he still relies on fear to maintain the support of United States citizens. He continues discussing his plans to build a wall and is allowing violent actions to be committed by Border Patrol to avoid people immigrating from Mexico.
Vladimir Putin was first elected president of Russia on May 6, 2000, and is now on his third term leading Russia. Putin uses backlash as a way of creating fear in other countries and warning them to not go against Russia in any way. For example, on December 14, 2012, our president at the time, Barack Obama, signed the Magnitsky Act, a law that imposes travel and financial restrictions on individuals in Russia suspected of human rights violations. Immediately on December 28, 2012, Vladimir Putin signs a bill into a law. This bill effectively bans U.S. citizens from adopting Russian children and bans U.S.-funded civic groups from operating in Russia. Putin also reveals this kind of behavior again when he signs a decree that bans food and agriculture imports from countries that have imposed sanctions against Russia. Putin is a man who needs to find a way to get revenge on other countries when he feels hurt or betrayed by them, therefore instilling a sense of fear into other countries because they have to worry about what Putin will do to their country if they don't respect his country of Russia in every way. This allows Putin to be in complete control of foreign relations, giving him and his country more power.
As one can see, fear is used around the world by many leaders as a way to gain power. Fear is one of, if not the most, intense emotions one can experience, and these leaders are using this as a way to manipulate and control the people around them or to get them to believe and want what they impose. Throughout history, leaders have done this, and through present day and into the future, they will continue to use this way of obtaining power. Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un, and Vladimir Putin are just 3 of many current world leaders that use fear to gain power and motivate citizens.